gotten.
That's awesome.
And we hope that there's a lot of connection and that people come through, whether it's a mom who's like, hey, my kid just graduated, can I come through and pick up a packet of job listings? Absolutely, you sure can. So, and we have, the important thing to know is really that we have jobs for all skill levels, whether you've just graduated, whether you're 16 or you're older and more seasoned in your career. It's just a variety of small businesses, large businesses, manufacturing, administrative, hands-on, just all different kinds of things. So there's awesome. There's something for everyone.
That's really cool. So you mentioned that so this is kind of in the middle of the day. So if someone wants to come through to get a packet for somebody else, whether it be, their kid, or whether it be that they can't get off work to come and get the packet, you can go and get that packet for someone else.
Yes.
And there's actually two steps to this process.
Yes.
You can come through, you can grab the packet, and we can pull up, I think Jess has the map so that we can kind of explain that map situation to everybody as well. So when you come into the parking lot, you can come through and you can simply grab the packet and you could go if you wanted. If you were in a hurry, or if you weren't really prepared to meet with the individual employers at that time, you just kind of want to see what's out there.
Right.
Or you can take the next step and you can continue on and go to the other side and you can actually meet with employers.
Yes.
So how's that whole process work? Tell me about that.
So we are offering the employers the opportunity to be available on site should there be job seekers interested in interviewing or finding out more information about their company. So they will be set up. Some people may have tents and tables and extra information and be ready to do job interviews right there. So it really gives the employers the opportunity to talk to people about the positions, and if you have extra questions about, what does this job entail, or what are you looking for in a person, you have that opportunity to talk to them, which is really nice.
Yeah.
And again, variety of people in positions that are going to be doing that too. We've got temp services that are signed up to be in person. Some smaller companies, definitely the larger companies are going to be there. And I'm even getting calls so far this morning about people wanting to participate. So
very cool.
It is just, I can't give you a complete list of who all is going to be there because it's kind of, people are still calling me.
Yep.
But it's going to be quite a few.
That's really cool.
So definitely if you're interested in talking to people, come prepared. This is a great way to, if you have a resume, bring a resume, or just ask questions and find out more.
And the drive-thrus kind of started because of COVID.
Right.
Over a year ago. And it was a safe way for job seekers to get a bag of current job listings.
Yep.
Yes, they still need to go online to apply, but with this hybrid, there will be some of the employers available to talk with them. So it's kind of like, an entryway into the traditional job fairs that we're all used to, but it'll be outside, so it's still safe.
Yep.
If somebody doesn't feel comfortable, they still can get that bag of jobs. So, it's going to hopefully fit everybody's need doing the hybrid.
Yeah, for sure. So if you're someone who does want to actually meet with some of the employers, what are some of the suggestions that you have for someone who might be coming, actually seeking and looking towards, like, maybe actually sitting down with an employer? What are some of the, things that you would suggest they come prepared with, or what to wear, or things like that for people who might not be used to a situation like that?
Sure. I think it's, just make sure you dress appropriately.
Yep.
You always want a resume.
Yep.
And you want to practice those job search or job interview questions, maybe with a family member or something if you don't have the resources to go out. There's almost everything online anymore, so you can brush up on all that stuff before you get there. But most importantly, just be yourself and get that resume. So it can kind of showcase some of your skills or your education background.
Yep. Yeah. So just kind of look nice and be prepared with. You can look online and literally look up interview questions, and there's just a ton of interview questions that you can find online to kind of brush up some of those skills if maybe you haven't been in that situation in a long time, just to kind of like you said, practice with a family member or something, and so that you can be a little bit more at ease when you're in that situation. But yeah, being yourself is definitely super important.
It's a great time to find a job right now.
Yep.
Everybody is looking, and everybody's willing to talk to you. So, so I always tell people this is the best time to start looking right now, is when employers have a lot of openings and they're willing to kind of talk about all different ones. We have a lot of employers that are willing to train people now when they maybe weren't a year and a half ago.
Sure.
So that's a good opportunity for people to do that on the job learning part.
Yeah, very cool. So tell us, I guess we should tell people when this is.
Yes, that would be
very
useful.
important. So we do have a flyer that we can pull up so you can see some of the employers that are going to be there, plus that date. So this Wednesday, June 9th, is when you're going to find that job fair, and it's in the Calvary parking lot, which is just right across the street from where we are now at Hy-Vee. And Jess is going to pull up that flyer for you guys to see that huge list of employers, and apparently it's still growing.
It is.
So
there's more being added every day.
That's awesome. And each of those employers have an abundance of jobs, so it's not just one position at each of those places. There's a lot, and so that it's from 11 to 1. You can either drive through, grab that packet of job listings, and go if you need to, or if you want to, you can stay and actually meet with employers.
Yeah,
very cool.
Like Rebecca said, it's all skill levels and all industries, so even management positions. I mean, from beginner jobs to higher up. So don't let that intimidate you, thinking that it may not be a job for you.
Yeah, very cool. And so how about one last question? What about age ranges? As like things that you've heard from employers that have signed up, is there something for those teenagers that might be looking for summer jobs? Are those types of jobs going to be there or listed in the packet?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I would say 16 and up.
Okay.
Again, all industries, all skill levels.
Okay.
Before we end, one thing I do want to mention is that we do also, if you take public transportation, if you don't have the means to drive to Calvary for the drive-through portion of it, Muscabus will stop there. It's part of their green route. We've arranged that with them. That you can, if you get on the green route and you ask, they will stop at the Calvary Church upon request. So that's really great to know. So there should be no obstacles, hopefully, if you don't have your own transportation and use the Muscabus on a regular basis. And we would be happy if anybody does do that and they stop with the Muscabus. We can certainly hand those out. You don't have to get out and then wait for the bus to stop and then come back around. We will be happy to meet you at the Muscabus. Give some packets to anybody that's on there, and then they can be back on their way.
Awesome. Very cool. So either send somebody on your behalf or come out and get all of those jobs. Such a great opportunity. And there is just a huge list of people out there looking for jobs right now. So I'm so glad you came, and very cool that this is going to be in our community. I know there are a lot of people both looking to fill positions and looking for jobs, so a great opportunity to kind of get those folks together and in one setting. So I hope you guys will go out and look and see if maybe there's a right fit for you. Either way, whether it's you're an employer looking or whether you're looking for a job right now. If you have a kiddo that is looking for that summer job, it's a perfect time to get them out and get them those skills, put those to use and have that teenager maybe meeting with employers and using some of those skills for interviews and stuff. So we are excited to see you Wednesday, June 9th, 11 to 1 over in the Calvary parking lot. It'll be an easy pickup packet, or you can go and meet with employers. So we are going to go to a quick commercial break. Thank you so much for coming on, you guys. And then we have another guest to talk about the Muscatine County Fair and their fundraiser coming up to bring so many new things to our county fair. I'm excited to talk to her about all of those things. So we'll be right back.
We just don't work out in a single plane of motion.
Hello, I'm Tennille with R7 Reclaimed, located in Grandview, Iowa. We mix old and new goods together so that you can find the story of your home. When you get here, you will find a mix of old and new goods that are put together so seamlessly you won't even be able to tell which is which. And not only that, it's going to speak to you and your home. We are worth the road trip. We call it the R7 road trip. So punch in 337 Cemetery Lane, Grandview, Iowa into that GPS and make the road trip.
All right, so exciting stuff. You can go and find a job this Wednesday, June 9th, over at Calvary parking lot from 11 to 1 p.m. And it'll be easy to find. There should be a lot of employers out there searching for people just like you to fill all of their open positions. Now I'm sitting here with the new, so you're now in charge of Muscatine County Fair.
Yep.
The fair manager, is that the,
Yep.
is
So
that
I'm
the official position title? Or?
Yep, so I'm the new Muscatine County Fair Manager. I
Awesome.
started in September of 2019.
Awesome.
And so with everything going on last year, this will actually be my first fair.
Like
so,
first legit fair.
Yes.
It's gonna happen.
Yes.
This is exciting.
We're very, very excited.
So this is Kelsey Morris, and I hear that there are some exciting things happening at the fair fundraiser that happens every year. So I didn't know this until a few years ago, but every year there's kind of like a kickoff to the fair, which happens sort of at the beginning of the summer. And this is sort of what raises some of the funds to have the actual fair.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
So this Saturday, June 12th, we'll have Weekend for the Fair, which is, like I said, our biggest fundraiser.
Yep.
We're very excited. It happens every year. Obviously, last year we couldn't have it, so we're very excited to bring it back this year. It should be like a full day worth of events. We'll have like an antique semi-truck show starting at 10:30. Free, bring your family, go ahead and check things out. And then we'll have harness horse racing. The warm-ups, well, the gates will actually open up at 11. Warm-ups start at 11:30. And then horse racing actually starts at 12:30. It's good family fun. It's only $5 a person to get in. Kids 4 and under are free.
Nice.
And last year was the first year we had it, and kids, the whole family had a really good time,
Right.
and we're very excited to bring it back this year.
Yeah.
So it should be fun. And then after that, we'll actually have free kids activities underneath the trees behind the Midway Pavilion. We'll have a silent auction going on. And then we will also have Lefty and the Spinners. They will be
Very
in there
exciting.
in the Midway Pavilion playing, and so that's just free will donation. And then we will have a supper going on then that night as well. That'll be from 4 to 7. All free will donation. And then we will have a live auction happen that night at 6 p.m. So,
Wow.
yeah, full afternoon full of events.
Yes, and it is truly like stuff for everybody in the family. You can entertain all ages all day long.
Yeah. Yeah.
The horse races, especially with those harness horse races, they're super fun to watch, very entertaining. And then, go over underneath the trees, let the kiddos loose to have a little bit of fun. What kind of activities are going to be over there, like games and stuff?
Yep, so we'll have water balloons. We'll also have a slingshot for the water balloons, so we think the kids are going to have a blast with that.
Yep.
We'll have a big sandbox and toys for the kids to play with. We'll have little Tykes equipment set up, like the Playhouses swing sets.
Yep.
They'll be able to play on all of them. We'll also have some coloring, and so just lots of different things for kids to have fun. Mom and dad can sit down and relax, take a look at the silent auction stuff, and then, just enjoy some music.
Right.
So,
Lefty and the Spinners is a really awesome local band. If you've never heard them, you're nutso, and you've been living under a rock or something.
They were inducted into the Hall of Fame just a couple years ago, so very popular. We're very excited to have them.
Yes. So all this information will actually also be in your Discover Muscatine this week that is coming out too. So if you want some of those times of when things are happening. Those will all be in there for you. If you didn't get everything jotted down in time, it'll be in your Discover Muscatine that'll land this week for you guys. So that way you'll have all of the times and when to be where and all of that. But exciting. So tell me, so what made you decide I want to be the Muscatine County Fair manager?
I love the fair. Like, I just love the fair, and I always have ever since I was little. And so when the job opening came up, I felt like I would kick myself if I didn't at least apply.
Right.
And so.
And then you got it, and you're like, holy moly.
Yeah. So no, it's been very, very exciting. I don't feel like I work every day. I love it.
Yeah.
So I work all the time just because I love it.
Yeah. So is this like a year-round gig doing the fair? And because there's stuff that's always happening at the fairgrounds, even though a lot of people think about the Muscatine County Fair and it's like, oh, well, it's like this 1 week every year, but there's stuff at the fairgrounds all the time.
Yep. So we have our fundraiser here this weekend. We have the actual fair coming up next month. The fair will be July 21st through 25th, and then we have. Different events happening in front of the grandstand. So we have stock car racing. We have the West Liberty Fiesta happening on August 7th, which we are very excited about. It's a first one. So very excited to bring that to, our community.
Yeah.
And then we have a couple other events we're working on lining up right now. And so we're trying to keep something in front of the grandstand, at least every month. And, that is a time-consuming thing.
Yeah.
We also have lots of buildings, available for rentals. And so, that's also been very popular.
Yeah.
And then obviously upkeep of the grounds. So the fairgrounds is very busy.
Yes.
Very busy.
And you want to keep it that way because we have a really nice fairgrounds and we want to keep it nice and keep building on that. So that, so that is why you need to go out this weekend.
Yes.
And go to the fundraiser. It's $5 to get in.
Yeah, so
and under freeze.
Yep, to the races, and everything else is just free will donation.
Oh my gosh! So see, that's a good deal.
Yeah.
And you can have food, and you can enjoy Lefty and the Spinners, and you can have kids activities, and you can enjoy the races, and there's just so much to do. And that's this Saturday, June 12th, and it starts. The gates open at 11, is that what you said?
Yep.
Okay, so the gates open at 11, and you can just literally spend the whole rest of your afternoon there.
Yep.
And it'll be a lot of fun, and this is what is going to make the fair even better, because this is the main fundraiser for that. And we want to have an awesome fair because everybody missed it.
Yes, we are so excited for fair this year.
Yes, so I'm so glad you came on, and it's so nice to actually meet you in person.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Are you shaker? I'm I'm still in that. Are we shaking? Are we not shaking yet? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with my hands. I'm excited. I hope that you guys will all go. Like I said, check out your Discover Muscatine. This week for all those times listed if there's specific things that you're looking for at the event. But you should just go at 11 and just hang out all day.
Yep. And you can also take a look at our website. We have everything posted there. Also follow us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram because, again, we have everything posted there as well.
Very cool. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yes, of course. So we are going to go to one more commercial break, and we will be right back. Okay, everybody. So just a couple last minute things before the show ends today. I wanted to tell you about these new donuts that are coming to Hy-Vee. When I saw this video, it totally intrigued me because I am a big fan of the old-fashioned donuts, and they have a new donut coming out. It will be here in Muscatine at the end of the week, and they're called Lemon Squeeze Old-Fashioned Donuts, and it sounds delicious. And so I didn't want any of you guys to miss out on those. And while you're picking up your Donut of the Month treat, you can pick up other bakery items and get 5 cents off on your fuel saver. So we have a little video so you can see how amazing those donuts look. And then I also wanted to tell you and remind you that today happens to be National Best Friends Day. So you might want to call up that best friend and maybe, I don't know, tell them Happy National Best Friends Day. Maybe send them some flowers from the gift shop or something like that. And it's also National Oceans Day. So maybe you could book a trip for you and your best friends to an ocean. I don't know. Just some ideas. I'm just throwing them out there. So we are going to show you those amazingly delicious looking lemon squeeze old-fashioned donuts that are coming to Muscatine Hy-Vee at the end of the week. And those great deals are going to earn you 5 cents off your fuel saver. So here's a little video to show you how yummy those look. Thank you so much for joining us today on the show. I appreciate it. And we will see you again tomorrow. I want you to remember, though, until then, that kindness is free. So spread that stuff wherever you go.
Here at Toyota Muscatine, we believe it's important to be strong supporters of our local community.
And that's why we donate thousands upon thousands of dollars to local Muscatine charities each year.
It's the reason why all of our employees are local to the area and have a vested interest in our community.
Even Daisy and Dilly keep it local by visiting the local dog park.
So remember, when you shop Toyota Muscatine, you're not only sure to get great service, but you're here also supporting local.